Imagine waking up every day feeling like you're trapped in a cycle that sucks the creativity, the raw passion, the real connection from your marketing efforts. It feels like no matter what you do, marketing has turned into a game of tricks, manipulation, and cheap persuasion. You're supposed to grow your company, build something meaningful, serve your customers. But somewhere along the way, marketing flipped into a dark art, where manipulation isn't just a tactic, it's the norm. And that's exhausting. It drains your soul, blurs your mission, and even makes you question if you're still really leading, or just another puppet pulling strings. But what if it doesn't have to be that way? What if marketing could be real again? Honest, powerful, magnetic. Not because you're fooling anyone, but because you're connecting deeply, fiercely, authentically. Here's the raw truth. Most marketing out there now is built on lies. A polished, shiny mask hiding that same tired old system promising freedom but delivering control. It feeds you scripts, templates, proven formulas that all say the same thing through different words. But underneath, it's still all about slicing human attention into pieces, grabbing it by its throat, then squeezing until it chokes out a sale. That's not marketing. That's manipulation disguised as magic. And if you're a founder, a leader, a professional who's desperate to build something that lasts, that moves people without breaking them, this cycle will kill your spirit faster than any failure ever could. There's a fierce hunger inside you, the kind that won't settle, that knows there's a better way to build, to market, to lead. Because the world is changing. People see through the smoke and mirrors. Deep down, your audience isn't dumb. They're desperate for truth wrapped in vulnerability, for messages that don't shout buy now, but whisper, I get you, and mean it. They're craving marketing that respects their intelligence and their time. Marketing that doesn't treat them like targets, but as human beings with doubts, fears, and hopes just like you. And here's the good news. That kind of marketing isn't a fantasy. It's already happening. It's starting with people like you who refuse to play by the old rules and are ready to light a new fire. So, how to break free from manipulation and create marketing that actually works? It starts with something violently simple: empathy before anything else. Get inside the real pockets of pain your audience carries, the sleepless nights wondering if they'll ever launch that product, the anxiety of investors breathing down their necks, the nagging fear that despite all their work, the world might just not get them. Put those worries front and center. Own them so deeply it hurts. That pain is the gateway to connection. It's the reason your message can tear through the noise and resonate like a battle cry. But empathy isn't enough by itself. It's got to be raw, unfiltered, and honest. No pretending, no spin. When people feel that realness, walls crumble. That's when they stop scrolling and start listening. Next, cut the crap and get obsessed with clarity. Nothing kills trust faster than confusing branding, cryptic messages, or lofty promises that mean nothing. Your story, your marketing, needs to be so damn clear that even that skeptic in the back row feels it right in their gut. Say what you stand for. Show what you fix. Burn your edges, but make the heart impossible to miss. Remember, people don't buy products or services. They buy the story you tell, the future you paint, and the version of themselves you help reveal. And if your marketing doesn't make that crystal clear like a beacon in the dark, you're just shouting into the void, and manipulation creeps in to fill the silence. Here's a brutal secret no one talks about. The best marketing isn't about shouting louder or tricking smarter. It's about giving people space to decide, free and unpressured. That's real freedom. That's liberation. That's what happens when you let your audience breathe, when you trust their judgment instead of forcing their hand. Curiosity awakens, engagement deepens, loyalty blooms like wildfire. This is how true marketing works: through trust, not control, through respect, not pressure. And once you step into this mindset, you start building a relationship so solid it's unbreakable. Not because you bent a few strings, but because you invited people to stand with you. In that moment, marketing becomes magic. Not the cheap magic of tricks or hype, but the kind that transports, transforms, creates real change. It connects fire to fire, linking your mission to theirs so tightly that doubts disappear and only possibility remains. It's the force that pulls the rare sparks out of the crowd and ignites a revolution of the exceptional. Marketing becomes an act of rebellion against the system that wants you small, controlled, and silent. It becomes your weapon to unchain brilliance not just within you, but across the entire network of those who dare to step beyond the ordinary. But here's the catch: you can't fake this. The world smells bullshit from a mile away. The audience who really matters, those rare founders, leaders, creators, who feel that unbearable tension inside, the pull to transcend the noise, they crave authenticity so fierce that anything less is a betrayal. If you want marketing that works without manipulation, you have to embody what you preach. You must live your message, bleed your brand, refuse to settle for anything superficial. That means ruthlessly cutting out everything that isn't aligned with your truth, saying no to easy shortcuts, and yes to slow, patient mastery over your craft. Because real marketing is a long game, an eternal dance of becoming and connecting, a marathon where every honest step adds up to a movement. Now imagine what happens when you surround yourself with others like you, the rare, the misaligned, the misunderstood, who reject comfort, reject consensus, who burn rather than bend. Imagine a world where marketing isn't just about selling, but about joining forces with those few sparks to build an unstoppable network. Where your marketing doesn't manipulate but liberates, not only customers, but the entire system holding back brilliance. That's not a pipe dream. It's a rebellion in motion, a quiet revolution brewing in the shadows, waiting for you to step in and turn the tables. You are not here to trick or fool or fake it. You are here to challenge everything you've been told about marketing, to rip up the old alphabet of attention-grabbing lies and rewrite your own story, your own rules. When marketing becomes real, it no longer feels like a burden or a battlefield. It feels like freedom, like connection, like the raw power that ignites movements and changes lives. This is the kind of marketing that conquers because it doesn't need to conquer. It invites, it inspires, it liberates. So the real question isn't if marketing can still work without manipulation. The question is, are you ready to stop playing their game and start playing a new one? One where your marketing isn't a mask but a mirror, where your message doesn't hide but reveals, where every word, every post, every campaign is a spark calling out to the few who know they were meant for more. Because when you step into this power, manipulation fades, the noise stops, and what's left is pure, wild influence, the kind that sets the world on fire without burning anyone down. This is not the path for the comfortable or the compliant. It's for the few who refuse to live a borrowed life, for the ones who know that the future is theirs to create, not to inherit, for those who see the illusion but choose to go beyond it. If that's you, the edge is waiting. The fire is real, and the world is ready to wake up to marketing that means something more than control. It means liberation. It starts now.